growing up in Australia, binge drinking culture is, at the age of 13, I was already binge drinking. It's like, I'm just gonna mask it and numb it. And
Thank you so much. We have Anthony again today with us, and for all of you guys probably know, in our last episode, I had Anthony come to me and to give me a Psych-K session. And then at the beginning, we actually had a little bit of an introduction on what Psych-K was and how he came about it. But we didn't have enough time to elaborate more, so I managed to pull him back here again to give us a little bit more about how he got into Psych-K and, you know, also his journey of spiritual journey, should I say, or
life journey. So yeah, whatever.
Life journey.
Yeah, life journey, alignment. Maybe some people like to use that word.
Yeah, because it really resonated with me, and I think your story would really shine some light on a lot of people who need it right now, especially being in an Asian family, growing up in a sort of like being an immigrant, should I say?
Immigrant, yeah. I think it's a very immigrant.
Yeah.
Even our generation, I think it's a very generational story. Sorry to.
No, and I absolutely agree with you. And so, if you don't mind, can I, for people who don't know who you are, how old are you?
I'm 43, born in 1982.
43.
Yeah.
So, what is it like to be in your 40s right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'm a father, I'm a husband. At the moment, a lot of my focus is just being a good father. It has definitely taken me a while to get into it. So my son's 6 now. And I think when he was born, it's just like a roller coaster. You don't really know what to expect or what to do. Everyone's telling you all these different things. I think the main thing for me, it shone a light onto my childhood and the things that maybe I thought were normal, which maybe weren't normal. Or here's the thing, I think everyone thinks that their experience is not unique, maybe, or unique. Is that the right word?
Yeah, and can you tell us more about your childhood then?
Yeah, okay. So, child of immigrants. My parents are Dad's originally from China, but grew up in Hong Kong. Mum was born in Hong Kong. Both left Hong Kong. Dad left when he was 18. My grandfather was actually in Australia very early, like the 1960s, on his own. Yeah, on his own. So yeah, my dad didn't grow up with a dad, so that's probably a piece of information for later. So my grandfather went to Australia when he was, I think he was very young, would have been in his 30s. He had 3 children, left them in Hong Kong with his wife, went to Australia and basically did the immigrant life, like whatever he could. It was a lot of manual labour, a lot of farming, a lot of restaurant work. When my dad turned 18, my grandfather was able to bring the whole family to Australia, except for one uncle who went to America. And then fast forward, my mum met my dad and had me and my sister, my older sister, in 1982. They owned a fruit shop, so very hard work, immigrant work, like own a small business and just work really hard. 24/7, yeah. My dad worked 6 days a week. My mum was also in the shop a lot of the time, so I was brought up mostly by my grandparents during the day. Later on, like, Dad would do something else, and then, Mum was around a bit more. But very young, I was brought up with my grandparents, growing up in suburban Sydney, the suburbs. It was a new suburb. It was, I'd say middle class as much as you could get in Australia in the 80s. Yeah, no one was doing particularly great, but everyone had their stuff, had a house, had a car, and it was like just neighbourhood vibes. Sydney already. Yeah, Sydney already. Went to the local public school, went to the local high school. Back in that period, I was the only Asian in kindergarten. I mean, not kindergarten, in primary school, sorry, which left a big mark on like identity and fitting in, culturally, and just feeling very different, but also being very different.
I feel like an alien.
A little bit like an alien, yep. Yeah, and I think there were so many layers to feeling different for me, in terms of like being the child of immigrants, not standing out, not fitting in with your peers in a lot of ways, having a very different home life, culturally, like the way you think or the way you interacted was maybe very different to other people.
Well, do you think because your parents were working so much, like 24/7, I would assume, just coming from this similar background, is that they didn't have much time for you guys as well?
Didn't have a lot of time, no.
Yeah. Would
But
that play in with it?
Yes, I think it did. And here's the thing. I don't feel like I missed out per se of their time, but I think it was a very, like we always had enough. I never missed a meal. Like bills are always paid. There was always like enough. But I think what you're getting at is like the connection with the parents, because we have Asian parents, so the connection or the relationship was maybe very different. Definitely there was a lot of, I don't like to use the word traumas, but a lot of negative belief systems or experiences that shaped my worldview in many ways. Not being good enough is definitely one of them.
To your parents' perspective? Or?
But anything. So my grandparents, as I said, I was brought up a lot with my grandparents, and if you think about when they got to Australia, it was like, keep your head down, don't start any trouble, like, just be unseen, don't draw attention to yourself. And it was I guess the message was like, you're lucky to be here, you're like, or if someone tries to hassle you, just like run away, you can't fight them, you're not big enough to fight them. So there was like that kind of messaging. Later on, when I wanted to play like footy, I wanted to play rugby, they were always like, no, you're too small, you're going to get injured, like it's like you're not big enough to be against them.
It's almost like an accidental, like it was not, the intention was good.
It was like protect you, like we're trying to protect you, but it was like stripping away a lot of confidence and giving a very like negative message of like, you're not going to be good enough, you're not going to be big enough, you're not going to be strong enough, you're not going to be like, you can't compete with them. So that was a message which I guess stuck with me for a very long time. I think with my parents, it was also a similar message, like not good enough, never going to be this, never look at that person, they're so much better. So a lot of that messaging, which I get now, like I get where they got it from. They were just basically, they got the message from somewhere else and they passed it on. So it was a very,
But how did that impact you as you were growing up though?
I think self-confidence was the main one. Self-belief, self-confidence. A lot of anxiety. A lot of what I now know to be like mental health issues. So I was depressed quite a lot as a child, but only as an adult did I realize that, that was depression. That was anxiety. That was, I think the other part of the story is I was very sensitive as a kid. Very sensitive in all aspects. So energy-wise, sensitive to the feelings of other people, sensitive to what was happening. And it came out a lot emotionally, but as an Asian boy, I was told to like suppress any sort of emotions. So don't cry, don't be angry. If you're happy, that's bragging. So don't exercise joy. So it was almost like a very muted, dumbed down emotional muscle that didn't get exercised a lot.
Did you have anyone you could talk to about that?
I think early childhood, not really, and maybe that's because I didn't even know. I do remember later, like going into high school, I had a lot of people that I could speak deeply with, but maybe what I was projecting to them was like a mask, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, one of my best friends always says that you have to ply me with alcohol before, or he used to have to ply me with alcohol before the real truth came out.
Got it.
So
it's like a protection?
A protection, yeah. I think the other part of it is growing up in Australia, binge drinking culture is it's pretty big. So at the age of 13, I was already binge drinking and then numbing a lot of these sensitivities or senses or like the feelings of not being good enough and uncomfortable. It was just like, I'm just going to mask it and numb it, and then everything's okay.
Did you feel like the sensitivity really impacted on sort of like your development, or
Development in what sense?
just as you're growing up, you know, who you are?
Yeah. I think if I'd known more about it, or if I'd known that, oh, not everyone feels this way, or if like, oh no, it's like, and just had more tools to be able to like exercise it, or like deal with certain emotional situations that I was going through, rather than just pushing it down and just ignoring it. I think that would have helped a lot. Yeah. I think it's very nice, at least in where we are now. This generation seems to be a lot more in touch with feelings and emotions and other issues and sensitivities, which I think is good. Like, at least it's a step in the right direction.
So how did you sort of step out of that? Like, how should I say it? Overcome your depression and manage your sensitivity?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there was like one thing. I think it was a very gradual like number of things which is still in my life today. That it was like a journey. Let's call it a journey.
It's like a
self-awareness
journey.
Yeah, the self-awareness journey.
Okay.
Defining yourself. I think one of the main ones was martial arts. So I got into Taekwondo quite young. I was 10. That also had to do with like the self-confidence thing, because I didn't really play a lot of sport growing up, or I wasn't allowed to play a lot of sport growing up. And then, like, you know, we grew up in Sydney, and you'd watch like Chinese cinema or Hong Kong cinema, and one of the things my parents used to do was take us to the George Streets, the cinemas in Chinatown.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the ones in Haymarket. You
Yeah,
get the double, not those ones, the older ones, Goulburn Street.
Oh yeah. Like, it looks pretty dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was the 80s. It was great.
It was great.
And so watching a lot of cinema, Hong Kong cinema, and predominantly like martial arts films. Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Donnie Yen, Sammo Hung, all those kind of guys.
Yep, love them.
And just like seeing another person that looked like me, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah,
and
it's
so
a role model.
because no one looked like me. No one looked like me when we were watching TV or things like that, especially male. Jackie Chan broke my heart, but that's a story for another time. Let's not get into that. We don't want to get cancelled so early. So that was martial arts. And then I just remember there was a local master teaching Taekwondo at our high school, the local high school. And then I just begged my mum, like, I want to go to that class, I want to do that. And that was, I guess, my outlet. Yeah, so there was quite a meditative practice. There was a lot of discipline. It was also one of the only places I felt calm, and I guess the word like myself is the best way, and just didn't have to distract myself with, say, substances or zoning out or whatever. It was like I felt comfortable and safe in this practice. Yeah. And then that just started like a lifelong martial arts journey. So I've done Kung Fu, Muay Thai, BJJ, karate, like dabbled in a bit of everything, and that's always just been my center, the place to center myself.
Yeah.
Later on that led into like the inner stuff, like the Heigong, the Lai Gong, yoga, meditation, all that stuff.
So basically Kung Fu was the base and the core.
I think so.
And then it led to, you know, sort of like inner work, and that's how you got into Psych-K?
It's not that straightforward. I think there was also a lot of people watching over me. That's probably the best way to put it. Watching over me since childhood.
What does that mean?
It means, so there used to be a Guanyin temple, Gunyam temple in Sydney, and then
City?
No, this was in Frenchs Forest. It's still there. And then I used to go there for Chinese school. Hated it, but the monk there, this old guy, really, really like. It felt like he just saw something in me, because then he was always just knew the right thing to say, or he always knew like the comfort to give me. The other thing was there was like another younger monk there, and he taught me a lot of kung fu too, so Shaolin kung fu. And I didn't really get it at the time. I was like, oh, but this is when I was quite young. But they were kind of looking out for me in that sense. When I got quite a bit older, into say I was like early 20s, I discovered another. It was recommended by my sister to see this lady. Let's just call her a healer. Very intuitive, very like a lot of good powers. Yeah. And she has been very instrumental in like my journey. But I had a session with her, and essentially it was just talking, but she like hit all the right notes about how I was feeling and what to do about it. So she gave me some very good advice, but also she gave me like, it wasn't Reiki, but it was a form of Reiki, where energy healing, where I lay down and she put her hands over me, didn't touch me. But then after that, I just felt very recharged, and then I'd never felt that way before, like awake and energized, and like someone had switched on a light, and I was like, whoa, is this what normal people feel like?
Energy drip.
Yeah, yes, it was exactly that. And I think that directed me into like learning more about what is this? Yeah, what is this realm? Because you go through school, you go through high school, no one ever tells you anything outside of the traditional sciences or the PEs. Everything's physical, everything is like things you can touch, and there's evidence. But obviously there's this whole other side of the world which maybe can't be explained by conventional sciences, but there is definitely proof of things.
100%.
Yep, things apart from the things we can see. So she was, I guess, the start of, no, there's more to this. And she gave me a lot of interesting exercises to develop intuition, to develop my energy, protect my energy. And that was the journey into Psych-K. Yeah.
It's probably a little bit off topic.
Yeah.
But and I feel like the traditional education was so. It's great, but at the same time, sometimes it sort of puts a label on too many things. So when there's something that's unexplained, when you experience it, it almost feels like we don't want to talk about it because
it's taboo, or you're crazy. Or
you're crazy.
You're crazy.
Like I think the scariest part is people thinking that you're crazy, so you don't even voice it out.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
And it really plays up with your head, right?
It does, and also the language about it.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference between psychic and being a really, really good guesser? Like, does it matter? But doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a really good guesser, or being empathic and sensitive, or just being very good at reading body language, or being a very good communicator. Like, I think a lot of the time people want to put things into boxes of understanding that make sense to them, which is fine. But I agree with you about the limitations of the educational institutions, let's call it.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
the limitations.
Well,
Well, I'm a son, so I see it, and then I'm quite happy with his school, but I see he's been in different schools where the focus is on something very different. Yeah.
And that's why I sometimes I feel sad about it as well, because I feel like it does suppress the kids' emotions. Like, you can see them at the beginning before going into school that they're quite like, yeah, everything is possible. And then when you go to school, it's like,
no, 3 things are possible.
Yeah.
Doctor, lawyer, or accountant.
Girls
Those are the
like
3
pink.
things. Girls like
That's
pink.
it.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't like pink anymore.
No, but I think things are changing for the
Okay,
better.
that's great.
For the better.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, I do believe there's still a long way to go, but I think things need to change fast. Yeah, or will change fast, I should say.
Well,
Yeah.
you said you're talking about how you're sensitive, right? Do
Yeah.
you feel like in the current sort of like current state right now with the world, what do you feel?
I feel positive about it. Yeah, I feel positive about it. Are you talking about all the wars and the things that are going? What
Just
are you?
in general,
Just
like-
in general.
because,
I mean, things
there's
have
a
never
lot of-
been good, right?
There's a lot of energy. And
There is a lot of energy going on.
Yeah, so people are feeling like I've got a lot of people. My viewers are saying that they feel the emotion.
Yep.
They feel the energy. Some people are feeling like a bit sick as well. So,
Yeah.
Like, what do you see about
What
that?
do I see about that? How woo-woo does your channel get?
Huh?
I think I will use the word, it's almost like a rebirth. Because things haven't felt right for a very long time. Yeah, and things that maybe we all, let's call them institutions, maybe the institutions that we all believed in or were supposed to believe in don't really make sense anymore. And so there's a dissonance and something's got to give. So in the sense that, yeah, there's a lot of craziness happening. Yeah, there is, but I would almost call it like everyone's preparing to level up. Yeah, if it doesn't feel right, get out of it and then do something else or move towards something else which does feel right is where I'm at.
So true. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people who are becoming more and more ready to explore their inner
Yeah.
self, right?
Yeah,
A lot
and
more people.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I'll go back to your original question about like the journey. Like nothing ever felt right to me. Let's just put it that way. Like right inside, not like because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. Do you feel like you don't belong?
Yeah, 100%. I'm an alien for sure. And I've been told that a lot, but let's not go there.
Deep, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing ever made sense in the human experience until now. Just, truths that you're told or like tracks that you're supposed to follow that lead to, say, a successful and fulfilling life. None of that ever really resonated or made sense with me, even when I was doing it. Yeah, so I actually have a pretty corporate background. I studied a lot of, had 2 degrees, and then that was, no, it's just Asian stuff. I'm not a doctor. No, I did a bachelor's and a master's, but that was because I didn't like my bachelor's,
I got it,
so
got it.
I was trying to do something else. But yeah, even like on paper, like had a nice job, was earning decent money, could travel, could do all these things, but was still so deeply, deeply unhappy and unfulfilled.
Yeah, because I remember
Yeah.
you were doing a lot, and you were even business consultants for
Yeah.
big companies.
Yep.
You also were working consulting for fashion as well.
I had it. No, you're talking about InQ?
Yeah. I think
Yeah, so that was my job out of uni when the .com. This is 2003 when .com crashed, the first
.com bubble.
.com bubble from
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Okay.
And walked
That's
out
all I've
and
known Anthony.
couldn't get a job because there were no IT jobs. Yeah, but basically there was always like striving for more, questioning, like what am I supposed to be doing? And then, there's people that you look up to that are like, oh, you're good at this, go do that job, or go do that job, and go do that job. But the same thing, it was like, I don't think I was looking for a job. That
Yeah.
wasn't the answer.
Yes.
Like the answer wasn't, it was what do I do with my life? The answer wasn't a job.
It was
Yeah.
almost like when we were growing up, everyone's saying you need to get a job that gives you good pay.
Correct.
And a good career.
Correct.
But when you're in it, you realize actually it's still empty.
Yeah, this is unfulfilling.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that like the answer, like if you love your job and you're fulfilled, great.
Great, yeah.
But I personally wasn't, and sadly I see a lot of people who are in that mindset but don't know how to escape, or don't know what to do, or don't know how to get out, or
If there are people that's watching that is
Yep.
in that mindset, what would you say to
what would I say?
to help? Not change, but more so just point a light.
Yeah. This is very cliche, but it's like move towards joy, whatever that may be in your life. Like if you had a hobby or something that you really enjoy, spend more time doing that. If it's something you've always wanted to learn, or something that you've always wanted to do, move towards that. And it doesn't have to be a drastic change. I'm not saying like quit your job and go do, go follow a passion. You can do that if you want, do it. But it's just don't feel like you're a victim. I think that's maybe it. Like,
It's a nice one.
yeah, don't feel like, and move towards joy. You have the choice for joy and gratitude super cliche, I know.
No,
but
I think it's so important
Yeah.
to
it is an active choice that you have to choose and then take action onto. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you talk to a lot of people who are stuck in
Mm.
life, and I think a lot of the times their response is, "I don't have a choice."
I don't have a choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Circumstances are real. Like maybe you have a family, or maybe you have people that depend on you. But I think going back to what self-care and like actually like taking care of yourself first and making sure that you're happy and fulfilled, at least a little bit. Like save yourself some joy if
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah.
I always
can't-
think of this as, you know, when you're sitting on the aeroplane, right, and
Yeah.
then they give you that sort of instruction when something happens.
Put your mask on first.
Yeah, you always have to put your mask
Yes.
on first before you can save someone else.
Yeah.
Because if you run out of oxygen.
Yeah, fill your cup and let it overflow.
Yeah.
There's no point pouring from an empty cup. It's like,
Mm.
always, it's not about being selfish. It's like, make sure you take care of yourself and have joy in your life
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
So after when you become more self-aware
Mm.
and you got into healing and Psych-K,
Mm.
because actually Anthony doesn't only do Psych-K, he does a
Mm.
lot, like he does Neigong.
Yeah, Neigong
Neigong.
teaching. Yeah.
In English, what would you like to do?
Neigong, Neigong.
Yeah.
Translates into inner work, essentially.
Inner work.
Work, yeah.
And then also at the same time, I know you did some, can't use the word fortune telling.
Oh, divination.
Yeah. What is it?
Divination. I Ching.
Divination.
Yiking. I Ching.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just do that. I don't push that as a
No,
as a service or
but
a,
I think it's a really good thing because
Yeah.
what I've come to realize, like, because I've known Anthony for a very long time, and I knew him before and after his sort of more
What would you call it?
outspoken
Yeah.
awareness, spiritual awareness.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Or alignment, yeah.
And I think
How long have we known each other? I remember I was helping the twins with homework, so when in year 6, they would have been in year 6, so you would have been maybe you would have been like 13, 14 maybe? How old are you?
Very long.
Yeah, a long time ago. A long
very
time.
close in
Very,
age,
yeah.
actually.
No.
Yeah, close. And so how I felt really comfortable with you because you demonstrated a sort of a range, a 360 of knowledge, even from a spiritual side. Because I was healed by you.
Really?
Really?
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
High
I'm
five.
being serious. Like, honestly, I think you were the first one I reached out for help.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, okay.
was, we come from
Yes,
that sort of
yeah.
immigrant family background where, everyone goes through crap,
Yeah, whatever it is.
yourself up.
Yep.
don't cry. Cry.
yeah, don't cry.
Yeah,
don't cry.
Yeah, it's like,
Don't cry.
I never got the chance to cry, you don't cry.
Yeah.
And so I was always suppressing myself
Right.
in terms of reaching out for help because I don't want to show people I'm weak.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think the very first time I reached out for help was you
Oh,
when I came to Hong Kong.
I'm honoured. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
I remember, and Anthony was great. He came straight to me, and you talk first. So you have the knowledge to just seek what is the issue. But he also sort of already knew something was going on. So he
Yeah.
does have this energy
Yeah.
feeling.
Yes.
I think that really wowed me. I was like, you even knew about the people around me.
Right.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah. But not that crazy. I mean, I think it's only been the past few years where I've actually acknowledged that I can do that. Yeah. I just thought it was normal before. Like even when I was consulting or in like when I was still in very corporate and hadn't, I guess.
It must have been so hard for you.
It was so hard. It was so hard.
Yeah, like the
So hard.
personalities that you meet. I'm like thinking, how did you freaking
Yeah.
fight off those
No, it
feelings?
was I think at the time I was very much a people pleaser as well.
Yeah.
And then also didn't have the confidence to to what's the word? No, I was good at navigating it, but I didn't have the confidence to tell people that when I wanted to. But I think I did quite well when I was consulting because people would open up to me.
Got it. Yeah, you do.
And it was very easy for me to just learn about the problem that I was trying to fix.
Yeah.
And then I would go back to, say, the team or my director and be like, oh, no, the answer's it. Like, see, and they'd be like, how did you do that? And in my head, I'm just like, isn't that consulting? Isn't that what we do? Like, I thought that was just, can't you guys all do this? I never really gave myself credit for that.
Yeah.
But I think now, having accepted it, and then obviously a lot of people like yourself coming to me, it's kind of like, oh, okay, no, I better own this now. I better, like, it's a real thing. It's for better or worse, like this is what I have to do. Yeah.
Because now you've got I think what I came to do is, first and foremost, it was sort of like, you call it consultation because we're talking first.
Yeah.
And then after the consultation, you actually used what do you call it again? Like
譯經 I Ching. Yeah. Basically, 幫你開咗掛. It's a hexagram. She threw coins, and then she got a hexagram, which is an I Ching hexagram, which is an ancient form of Taoist divination. Yeah. So I never actually learnt how to do that, by the way. So it's just something that someone told me I should do, and then I just started doing it.
Well, that was a good introduction.
Yeah.
And then after that, then you got me into, and then you were able to lead me into Psych-K, which is to realign your subconscious mind.
Subconscious beliefs, yeah.
Subconscious beliefs, which I think that is so important for everyone, actually. Everyone that grows up will meet situations and challenges where it could warp your belief system.
Yep.
You know, into telling you that you're not enough.
Yep.
You're not good. It's not real, and I think it's so deep down rooted inside.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that you need to unfold and peel off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's great. Like, that's something that's physical that you have. So that's like the 360 approach.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good. So with that, how did Psych-K help you manifest things in life, or other things in life?
Manifest things in life. I mean,
or help you.
Help me.
Help
Help me.
Aspects of life.
I think if we go back to the real root of it, it was that self-belief, self-love, confidence, all that kind of stuff. Where, like, the I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or all that stuff, which was making me a victim. I guess, let's just say, making me a victim, or whether it be circumstances, or like not being in the driver's seat of my life. I think that has been the main one. Like, just knowing that we all have the power to make choices and create our own reality. Like, we're not stuck, or we're not victims of circumstance. There is a way out, and there is, like,
That's great.
For me, it was a lot of an inner mindset shift. Yeah.
Do you still think you're a people pleaser?
Sometimes. I think that also just comes from, like, wanting to help people. I'm better at it now. I'm better at, like, setting boundaries now and just keeping my own time, because I have a family.
Yeah.
So when I didn't, it was a lot easier just to be like, oh, I've got nothing. Yeah, okay, I'll help you. But a lot of the time it is hard for me not to help someone if they ask me for help, or if, like, you can just see, like, it's like, just help that person. It's like,
that's why I want to ask you, because I struggle to define, or to know what is people pleasing versus just helping.
I think it's the intention behind it. Yeah. Like, am I doing this for me, or am I doing it for them? Maybe it's that. But it's also, so I've gotten a new understanding of this now as well. It's, do you want to get involved with their karma, for lack of a better word?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a
So
good one. That's a very good one.
maybe, and this was like, I had to experience this myself, and, like, it was a lesson. There was, maybe it's not up to you to help them. Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe it's just like, it's their challenge and their problem, and they need to work it out and experience it and learn the lesson or work it out themselves, which is really hard sometimes. Yeah, especially as a father, like a lot of it is from fatherhood too, like watching my son fail or mess up, because that's the way he's only gonna learn sometimes, and then just having like just not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's it.
It's actually harder being a father.
Yeah, so knowing where that boundary is, again, which is tough especially in a world where, like, number one, a lot of people just need compassion. Like, there's a lot of people who actually do need help.
Yeah.
And just standing by and watching it is sometimes very, very, very hard and difficult. But that's also, like, it's on me and you, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just being comfortable in that I do what I can, but I can't always fix everything. And the other part of it is not everyone's broken. Like, we can't look at everyone thinking they need help, or if I help them, they'll be better. Like, that's a very, a very egotistical thing, which, I went through and had to learn that lesson too. Yeah, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
great. Well,
Yeah.
then with that, then I wanna. Was there anything that you wish you could have done differently, or now that you
Wish I could have done differently. A lot.
anything you regret?
Regret? I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it only makes sense in hindsight, right? Like, you're where you are because everything that happened. Regret? No. I mean, I wish I had taken a few things more seriously earlier, such as the meditation and the stuff that really helped me.
Like the practice.
The practices. But I mean, you're young and you just want to go out and do things and party and whatever. It's like, I don't have time to meditate or,
Yeah.
or like work on myself. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ironic because the younger me wouldn't have ever listened to someone like that anyway. So I think I wish I had taken myself more seriously. Or maybe that's it, yeah. Like, actually taking care of myself and understood, like, how deep a lot of this stuff went, but also how easy it was to fix. Like, how some small things can make massive changes in your life.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think a lot of like, even for myself, just speaking from my own experience, is that you think there's this switch where it's like, yes, I'm gonna be
done.
now.
Yeah.
Hey.
No.
Hell no.
No.
It's
Keeps getting,
constant.
it just keeps getting, it's a cycle. It's like
And
a
it's like
journey.
opening a can of worms. Once you start, you can't stop.
Exactly. Yeah, once you can't, yeah. I think my friend said that, he said, like, inner child work is like a first world luxury. It's like only when we have, like, oh, what else is there? Oh, okay, I guess I'll have to open that. Let's get in there. What's going on inside there?
Wow.
Yeah. It's like...
Yes and no. It is a luxury because we're alive.
Yeah.
But I think it can also be the opposite.
What?
Gets, like, in terms of inner work,
Yeah.
because it can get really ugly.
It can get super ugly.
Yeah. And it can totally flip your life around.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time to get out of it sometimes.
I don't think it ever ends. That's the thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the human experience, like, it just keeps going, right? If you believe. Yeah.
Just keep telling yourself.
Yeah.
It's for the experience.
For the experience. There's no, but that's it. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no black and white. Are just two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Do you
It's
believe
not,
that our souls chose this life
Yes.
for a reason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you believe in multiple lives?
Yeah, but not in the same. That's a tough question. Yes, I believe. I'll just say yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
How long do we have?
Next time.
I believe we're all part of something bigger,
Yeah.
right? And then we're all just fragments of this, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, source. You can call it God. You can call it the highest, the cosmos. And then we break into smaller parts, and the smaller parts then decide to become human.
Yeah.
But there's some essence, whatever you want to call it, a soul that lives on. Yeah, I do believe that. And is part of something bigger, and is always part of something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And that's why, I don't know if this is real or not, like, this is just from my own perspective, is that sometimes, you know, you dream of being completely different people. And sometimes I wonder, is that me in another universe, you know, in another life or whatever? Because there is a reason why these things come to you.
Correct.
Right? Nothing comes to you for no reason.
Correct. Yeah.
So, okay, with that,
yeah.
I'm very curious for you to answer this question. What does love mean for you?
What are we talking about here first?
Anything.
Anything. Geez, let me sit back for this one.
End it with a bang.
So someone asked me what spirituality is quite recently, and I said, my go-to answer is, we're all from the same place. We're all one. We are all one, essentially.
Yep.
And everyone just wants to be loved. So whether that be like a romantic love or an acceptance or a, what's the word I'm looking for? Unconditional, like a love for a child. Everyone wants to just find that thing. So I think love in its essence is just a vibration, a feeling. It's a feeling, right? And we experience this feeling through different things, different experiences or people or processes that we go through. So I can't really pinpoint it to like one thing. I think love is just that energy that makes us feel connected and one again.
I love that.
The feeling of connection and that you matter. Yeah, and that it's all going to be okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Feeling of connection. That you matter.
Yeah.
It's just is it like a reinforcement that you exist?
Yes, maybe that's it. Because it's so much deeper than words. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not something you can just be like, love is this.
Yeah. You can't. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no words to describe.
Like, I mean, there's things like love languages. There's things like
But it means a lot more. Than
it means it's so much bigger than what our 3D experience can even describe. Let's maybe put it that way. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, last question, because I know I've taken a lot of your time,
Yeah.
is that if there was one advice that you could tell anyone or to your 20-year-old self, what would it be?
To my 20-year-old self? Probably wouldn't listen. Probably wouldn't listen. Don't know what you're talking about.
It's seafood right now.
Yeah. That it's all going to be okay. And I say it doesn't matter, but I don't mean it doesn't matter, as in it doesn't. It means like the things that you think matter aren't going to matter so much in the long run. Yeah, so just take care of yourself and the people around you and find connection. I think that's the main thing that's missing today. It's like real connection. Like, we're in a world where there's internet, there's social media, there's so many ways to connect with people, but I do personally find like a lot of conversations are very surface. But yeah, just find a way to connect with whoever and whatever you need to connect with, whether it be a person or a group of people or a community or nature or, just connect to something. Even yourself, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the internet, the social media, which ironically is a connection, is also a disconnect.
100%.
Yourself, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's a distraction almost a lot of the time. Yeah. So yeah, that'd probably be it. And just help each other. Just be good. Have empathy. Have compassion. Yeah. Be grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
And just, again, find that joy. Try and just always lean towards that pure joy that only you know what is. Yeah.
And there can be nothing wrong with following pure joy,
Right.
right? Like,
Yeah.
can't they, there won't be anything that's wrong. The only
No.
thing is,
I mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I can say. Like, go for it. Well,
Very nice.
thank you so much, Anthony. I think it was really, really insightful having to hear, like, I got there's things that I didn't know today as well. So I'm learning today as you're talking.
Oh, but it's always really nice to talk to you. Like, we always talk a lot. I could talk to you forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like your journey is just mind blowing. So, no, and I would love to hear more about your Jackie Chan story, but anyway, we'll go for another.
Just Google it.
I want to hear how that impacted you though, because you're so.
Oh man, it was just like, it's like not being able to listen to P Diddy anymore, right?
Okay, done. well, hopefully maybe next time. But thank you for everyone for watching, and thank you for coming, Anthony.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have another episode with him again.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'm always down to talk to you, so yeah, for sure. But thank you very much for everything that you do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, do you wanna like, you know, do you want to insert your Instagram?
You can put it in like the comments or something. I'm not going to plug it.
We'll put Anthony's Instagram link in the comment section.
I'm very bad on IG, by the way, so
No, just for them to know what you do.
Sure. I don't even post anything, so that's where I'm getting at. Don't expect anything on there.
Make him to do some
Probably won't.
posting.
Probably won't.
But I think it's like, you know, if there's anything, if you're in Hong Kong or if you're in Australia or anywhere, like,
Yeah,
if
I'm on
you
it,
feel
yeah.
like, you know, this resonated with you, or you want to reach out to Anthony for some Psych-K sessions or for maybe some healing consultation, I don't know.
Yeah.
In the comment is his Instagram. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.